My friends, coffee, conversation, and connecting. Those are the hallmarks of the North Hennepin Community College Alumni Coffee Break. And joining me today, I am so thrilled to have Felipa Cespedes join us. Felipa is a former student, of course, an alum of the campus, but also she worked for our admissions office, and we deeply miss her work. She was an incredible presence on the campus, but Felipa, you ended up going to another opportunity, so I salute you and welcome to the coffee break.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and honored to be asked from somewhere that I've spent a lot of my time at, and I just appreciate it. So thank you.
Absolutely. So you were talking about a favorite memory you had of North Hennepin Community College.
Yeah, so my favorite memory was going to a community college. You kind of think it's not really traditional, at least that's how it was when I first started school. And so my favorite memory was joining Student Senate, and I became the legislative coordinator. And I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to get involved on campus, and politics and legislative work is kind of my thing. And all of a sudden I was told, oh, you get to go to Washington, D.C. to learn how to advocate for the federal Pell Grant and talk to legislators. And so for me, that's when I realized how many opportunities North Hennepin offers its students who do get involved. And that opened my eyes to the rest of my experience at North Hennepin, and when I transferred and moved on, is searching for those opportunities and signing up for things that you don't really know what's going to happen, and all of a sudden you get like rewarded this great thing. So I want to thank North Hennepin for introducing me to conferences. I've never been to a conference until that was my first time ever. So
Wow. Well, you are a natural networker. You just have this wonderful, effervescent personality, and you are very dynamic and extroverted. So I'm so unsurprised to hear that that was one of your formative memories there, because you're just a natural at all of that stuff. And I think, too, our listeners would really love to know, because we miss you, Felipa, at North Hennepin a lot. And I get a lot of folks ask me about you still, and so our listeners would love to know where you ended up. What's your new position?
yeah, so I am now at the Minnesota Office of Higher Education, working with a federally funded program that introduces college and career readiness curriculum to rural Minnesota. So when I just kind of remember being in the admissions role at North Hennepin, and a lot of the conversations I had with students were, what should I go to college for? And so what this job does now is it introduces career pathways to students from middle school all the way through high school. And I'm just looking forward to how the conversations will change for admissions reps, specifically in community college aspects. So yeah, so now that's what I do. Still in higher ed, but definitely still inspiring and helping students think through what their goals in life are as they continue to grow.
That's wonderful. And you're a natural connector, and you just have this wonderful way with students. We benefited with that at North Hennepin, and I know you're, rocking students' worlds in your new job as well. As we were talking, though, you mentioned off camera about some side hustles that you're doing. So love to hear about those as well.
Yes, so I am a entrepreneur at heart. I always want to invest in myself and just kind of open my own doors, especially now with the era that we're in. So I have 3 side businesses that I do. I own a photo booth company called Photogenic MN, and I've been having that photo booth company for 6 years. I also manage an apartment building, or I have a duplex that I own and I rent out. So I'm a landlord. And my 3rd business I just recently launched is I am a market partner for Monet's, which is a high-end hair product, skin product, and wellness company. And so I'm really excited to be introducing individuals to an all-natural vegan hair product. And so I actually use it on my hair now, so I love it.
Wonderful.
And yeah, I just recently started, so it's something fun, and I always like to be in all different types of, I guess you could say, want to be versatile in the areas that I'm in. So whether that's entertainment, rental, and now the beauty industry, along with higher education.
I am always amazed by our alums and their incredible journeys. And that is another wonderful story, Felipa, of how dynamic you are and how you've leveraged your education into doing all of these amazing things. I just
And
still
a lot of it I owe to North Hennepin because I was able to be a student, work my job, be involved on campus, be a part of the Spanish club. And a lot of that taught me to juggle all of these things while still maintaining, you know, just a full load. And so because of college, I've been able to kind of maintain that as I move out of college. And I remember when I first graduated college, I was working at T-Mobile part-time, and then I was working at Thomson Reuters in Egan, and I was doing both of them. And so that's when I started Photogenic, the photo booth company. And yeah, it's just been something that I like to say I'm a woman of balance, but so so it goes up and down, you guys. It's not all what you think it is. Entrepreneurship is very hard, and a lot of it requires me to wake up before work and work on my businesses. I go to work and I'm fully committed there at work, and then I come home, cook and do all the things, and then I also focus on the rest of the night. I do the rest of my business. So I still get TV time in, guys. Don't worry. You can too.
Well, nonetheless, it's inspiring. And I thank you for being a model for so many other alums that are doing similar things, and to show that your ambition can translate into some amazing things. So I appreciate that. And we got to close, Felipa, on the location. You said your favorite location is something you wanted to talk about.
So yes, so my favorite spot on campus, I know that I don't know how many people said this, but it's the quiet space in the library.
None, yeah.
Yeah,
You're the
so
first.
all right, yes. So let me put you guys on game, I guess. For me, because I was so busy and I was constantly, I don't want to say distracted, but it was just, I always had stuff I had to do. So being able to go into the library's quiet area and just kind of remove myself to quiet space, I was able to get my homework done and maybe take a nap before my homework. So it was just interrupted space, and I was there a lot. And I guess this kind of leads to who my favorite person on campus is, which is Lisa, the librarian.
Yes.
She is,
Yes.
I just heart her so much. She definitely helped me out a lot. And hopefully she's still there.
Yes, yes, she is. Yes, yes. And she partners with us, and she's mentioned often, and I agree. She's a beautiful person and has inspired people. And clearly, you're following her model, Felipa. So
That's awesome.
I think that's amazing. Well, I think you and I could probably visit here for quite a while, but unfortunately, our time is up for this time. But maybe, would you be open to coming back another time? And doing,
Yes, definitely.
wonderful, wonderful. And know that you are deeply missed, and big hugs and love from everybody at North Hennepin, and we are immensely proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Miss you guys too. And thank you again for having me. This is just an honor. And I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, love North Hennepin. I still tell people about North Hennepin, and some of my best opportunities and eye-opening came from North Hennepin. So I'm forever grateful, and I'm happy that I chose North Hennepin over all the other community colleges.